awaken. Welcome to Horror Exposure. This is a true story. Many years ago, in the forgotten Midwest town of Ashbrook, on the edge of a graveyard locals still call Gravestone Hollow, something unspeakable happened. The place was always wrapped in mist, narrow dirt roads, the rustle of dead leaves, and an eerie silence after dusk made the town feel cursed. Jonathan Reed's great-grandfather lived there with his family. Among his children was a daughter named Marissa. Quiet, beautiful, beloved. One evening, after her father had cleaned fish by the river, Marissa carried the blood and scales to throw away. Instead of dumping it near the well, she walked deeper into the woods where shadows seemed unnaturally thick. That night, everything changed. Marissa began muttering strange words, clawing at her own skin, pulling her hair. Her eyes looked hollow, as if something else was staring through them. By the next morning, she had grown taller. Her face stretched unnaturally long. Each day, she grew more distorted until she stood nearly 8 feet tall. During the day, she seemed almost normal, but as dusk fell, she would scream, thrash, and laugh in voices that weren't her own. The family knew. This was no illness. This was possession. The first exorcist who came fled in terror. The second looked at Marissa and whispered, "She will keep growing taller, and when the growth stops, she will die." The family was shattered. Nights were filled with Marissa's screams, the sound of tearing flesh, and the family's sobs. Gravestone Hollow became a house of torment. One afternoon, a wandering peddler arrived. He carried ribbons, trinkets, and a strange occult drum. He told the family, "I can cure your daughter." Where trained exorcists had failed, this man was confident. He asked for 3 cursed seeds, a brass bowl, and a spoon. He drew 2 circles in the dirt, placing Marissa in one, himself in the other. Then he began the ritual. With his left hand, he beat the occult drum. With his right, he tapped the brass bowl with the spoon. The sounds echoed unnaturally across the yard. Marissa convulsed. She gagged, retching violently. Then, one by one, 3 cursed seeds spilled from her throat. Her eyes cleared. The red glow vanished. She was calm again. The family wept with relief. But when a child later picked up the occult drum and struck it, the house shook with a terrible resonance. Sharp metallic crash. The child collapsed, neck twisted, blood pouring from his mouth. The peddler screamed, "Damnation! I have trafficked 500 ancient water demons, and the most terrifying of them is named Morveth. She is free." The family froze in horror. The peddler revealed the truth. Morveth was no ordinary spirit. She was an ancient water demon, born centuries ago on the banks of a river in Iraq. She was powerful from birth, but unlike her kin, she became obsessed with dark magic. Wherever she walked, crops withered, famine followed. A dark sorcerer once trapped her, but after his death, she escaped. She traveled across continents, finally reaching America, where she sought refuge under a mighty demon lord who ruled beneath the waters. But Morveth's hunger for forbidden rituals betrayed her. She was cast out. She swore vengeance. She would build her own army, 400,000 soldiers, both human and demon, bound to her will. The family summoned an exorcist. At midnight, they gathered by the river. The exorcist prayed. The men joined him. The water churned violently. From the whirlpool rose Morveth, towering, red-eyed, with a grotesque arm protruding from her chest. She roared, "Exorcist, why do you defy me?" But the prayers grew louder. Morveth's body split into smoke, divided into 3 streams, and was forced into the cursed seeds. The men's hands blistered as they held them. The exorcist shouted, "It is done!" He sealed the seeds in bottles and buried them deep in the earth. For a time, peace returned. But the wandering peddler was no ordinary man. He was a dark sorcerer. He unearthed the bottles, freed the seeds, and unleashed Morveth once more. Morveth killed him instantly. Then she bound the seeds to the occult drum, leaving it behind for another innocent hand to find. And when a child struck it, Morveth was free again. The exorcist, desperate, sent his spirit servants to spy on Morveth. None returned. Finally, he went himself to the river. This time, the demon lord rose from the depths, eyes blazing, face twisted with fury. He thundered, "Exorcist, did I not warn you? No one can bind Morveth twice, not man, not spirit. She has raised an army of hundreds of thousands. She has declared war on me." The next day, word came the demon lord had fallen in battle. But before his death, his soldiers subdued Morveth. They could not kill her. Instead, they cast her into eternal sleep. Her soul was imprisoned by chains. Her body lay buried somewhere deep beneath the earth, where no one knows. The exorcist's servant whispered, "Morveth is not gone. Her soul is imprisoned, but her body remains hidden. One day, a dark sorcerer, an occultist, or even another demon may bring her back." The exorcist trembled. He knew the truth. Morveth would rise again. Marissa's family found peace. The strange afflictions vanished, but the shadow of Morveth lingered. But questions remain. Why did Morveth crave the cursed seeds so desperately? Why did she manipulate the occult drummer? What was her true plan? Morveth does not kill. She transforms. She enslaves. She builds her army from the living. That is the true horror. Because when someone vanishes, when someone is lost, they may not be dead at all. They may already be marching in Morveth's army. Dear listeners, this was the chilling tale of Morveth, an ancient water demon so powerful that no one can bind her twice. Her soul is chained, her body lies buried somewhere unknown. But one day she may return, and when she does, no family, no town, no city will be safe. So I ask you, do you believe Morveth will rise again. Dear listeners, if you have an unpublished true story, something no one has heard before, share it with us. Send it to horrorexposure@gmail.com.